Go.
This is the Kuma-San Bakehouse guide to making your own pizza at home using dough that we provide and a sauce that we provide. So with restaurants closed at the moment, you can still enjoy pizza. It's very quick to prepare. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle a bit of semolina on my baking sheet. You can also use flour, it just stops it sticking. I've used a bit of greaseproof paper, but you can use a metal tin or something like that to put it in on. My oven is preheated at the moment to the hottest temperature it will go to. Very simple to spread the dough balls out. Just get a bit of flour or semolina on it, just so it doesn't stick to your hand so much. And just stretch it out like this. Okay. Stretch it out with your hands, or you can use a rolling pin if you like. You can use a rolling pin. Stickier dough than the one I would normally make. So I'm just going to put a bit of flour on this one. Very sticky. Let's put that open. Spread it out a bit. And if you, Leo, can you get a close-up of this so you can see what it's going like? So you can see, if you look closely, you can almost see through the dough, but it's still stretchy and not tearing. You'll also see there's like little bubbles forming in there. You don't want to break those because they all sort of bubble up and they're nice and crispy in the oven. You just try to keep it as circular as possible, but it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Right, so that's our pizza. Next, we're going to put some of our sauce on. Right, all you need is about 2 tablespoons of this. Just put it on with a spoon and spread it out. It doesn't have to be really thick. Cover it almost to the edge. A bit more. And you can see that's about how thickly you want to spread it. You don't want to spread it more than that, or the pizza will be soggy. Next, I'm going to put some mozzarella cheese on. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Right, we're going to put our mozzarella cheese on. I've got a ball of mozzarella cheese which I've sliced up thinly, but you can have a grated one that comes in a packet as well. So you just cover the surface with this, It's okay to leave some spaces because then that lets some of the moisture escape from the sauce so it doesn't go soggy. And you can break them up, you don't have to have them round as well. Simple as that. Next up, put a little bit of oregano on the top. You only need a little bit. You see, and that's about all I've put on. Okay, just sprinkle that over. And then that's your basic pizza already started there. And then you can put some toppings on. So our first pizza we're going to do, we're going to have some chorizo, sliced up thinly. You can use things like pepperoni as well, things like that. If you use Parma ham or something like that, you should put that on towards the end of the cooking because otherwise it will burn up because it's very thin. Alright, so there's your chorizo, which I'll put on. And it's okay to leave some spaces because you want the moisture to escape. You don't want it to be much topping so that it stays all soggy and inside. I've also got some mushroom that I've sliced thinly and I've just gently cooked in a bit of butter so that it's nice and soft, and then it browns in the oven as the pizza cooks. So I cover that with those. And then also I'm going to put a few pieces of sliced up cherry tomato on the top as well. So fairly simple, you don't need anything more than that. It's only taken a couple of minutes so far to make that. Right, next we're going to put this in the oven. Do you want to take a close-up of the pizza, Neo? Just have a close-up so that people can see what it looks like. Right, now let's put this in the oven and prepare the next one. And the oven should be on the hottest temperature your oven will go to. So, next up we're going to do the next dough ball. Same as before. A bit of flour or semolina on there and just spread it out the best way you can. I'm going to put a bit of flour on this one as well because it's sticky. So you can press it down with your hand as well like that. You can also use your rolling pin. Don't press really hard or the bubbles will pop. Simple as that. So make sure it hasn't stuck. Nice, round as possible, and again a couple of spoons of this sauce. This is made with San Marzano tomatoes, which have a very strong fruity taste, which is very traditional for making pizza with. And then we've added a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of basil in there and some olive oil, and that's all it is. And you want to get it just so it coats it. It doesn't have to be really thick. And you don't have to put tomato sauce on your pizza as well. You can just leave it white or put a bit of mascarpone cheese or something like that on it as well. And you can have it what's called white pizza. Okay, so our next one, again, we're going to put our mozzarella cheese on the top. And then after that, we're going to put a bit of oregano on again. And that's your base pizza. So it takes a couple of minutes to put together like this. Simply like that. If you have small children, it's fun to make with them as well. Get my hands off. Are you following this, Mia?
Yeah, okay.
Right, next one we're going to do, we're going to use some tuna. No, this is one that Mia likes. She's Japanese. And she doesn't have a fork.
A fork here. Drawer. You can use chopsticks if you like.
This one?
Yeah.
Right, just a small tin of tuna. Just going to break this up roughly and just spread it across the top. And you can put whatever toppings you like on the top. You can just leave it with tomatoes if you like. Nope. And then after that, I'm going to put a bit of red onion on the top, which I just gently cooked with a little bit of butter. Otherwise, if you don't pre-cook it, it can be a bit hard because the pizza doesn't cook for very long. Simple as that. Wash my hands. And then on this one, I'm going to put a bit of pepper as well. Okay, let's have a look at the pizza we've got cooking. You can point it at my face if you want to when I'm speaking. Okay, come on, let's have a look. Right, it's only been in there a few minutes and it's bubbling away nicely. Be careful with it, but you can see it's starting to cook underneath, so that's about done.
Ready?
So yeah, so you want it to be a firm taste. You can feel that it has a nice crispness to it. What I'm going to do is going to get a chopping board to get this onto. And then we'll eat that and put the other one. Let it cool down for a moment before I cut it. Right then. And that's it, the pizza is done. We put it on our plate and eat it now. What? You want me to do it with this? Alright. And there is your lunch. You can turn it off now.